Yes, he had the MRI. There's some issues. He's hoping to play if he's asymptomatic tomorrow. John will fill you in on the details, the medical details later.
Did he do any work today? He didn't do any work today.
No, he came out and watched us go through some limited stuff.
Obviously, this isn't ideally how you want to go from round to round. Do you expect any letdown tomorrow? Short recovery time and everything?
There's possibility, getting in at 2:30, 3 in the morning, whenever people got to bed is, just does test us, but that's the way it is in this game, and you got to keep on competing, and that's what happens during the regular season, so there's no reason why, we should have a letdown in this game. We're going to probably have to have bench, support tomorrow.
Can you describe how well you know Utah and how well they know you guys at this point, all these playoffs and regular season and exhibition games too?
Yeah. There's a general rule of thumb that, the more a team knows the other team's offense, the better chance you have of executing if you execute right. And we know their offense, they know our offense, they know our personnel, we know their personnel. Still, it's the team that's going to execute that's going to be really the winner in this game.
Are you tempted to throw a little wrinkle in there, run a couple of high screen rolls just to throw Jerry off his game?
I think that there's not anything that's going to be a big surprise for them. They have, they expect solid defense from all their players. They're a team that plays physical, they set hard picks, they make hard cuts. So it's a pretty straight up series. We're just going to have to play good defense, and they are the top scoring team right now in the playoffs.
So with all the success you had against them the last 2 years in the playoffs, eliminated the regular season, I think 3-1 record, is overconfidence an issue?
No, I don't think we're overconfident. We know how potent a team they are and what they can do and how well they play together.
Well, you think it works on a team's mind? It's basically the same players you eliminated the last 2 years. You think that works on Utah's mind at all? Do you think? At some point?
I think they come with more dedication. But I know that team. I think they'll come with belief that they can beat us. And one series is 4-2, one was 4-1. But it's still all these games will be tough and hard fun.
We saw Kobe on Westbrook. Will we see him on Darren Williams in this series?
Maybe, but I probably limited.
Ron had a tough go with Durant. Do you see him taking a tough assignment again? Maybe Darren, maybe Boozer, who knows?
I actually just talked to Ron and said, I hope you understand there are 4 guys, 5 guys perhaps, Karolinko plays that, you can be matched up with. So, he's well aware of it. And he was asked for assignments from Boozer to Millsap and down.
What do you take away from the Oklahoma City series as far as what stood out and what the team needs to carry over from there?
Our transition defense improved. Our decisions, moving the basketball, changing sides and forth the ball, moving the ball, and execution steps improved. Our three-point shooting improved a lot in the course of the game, fortunately for us, in the course of the series.
How did Utah win in the first round without the 2 starters?
Team play. They played a team brand of basketball. The Denver, which had a pretty easy win. I think the first win was 125 to 112 or something like that. I can't remember the exact score, but it was a high-scoring affair. Carmelo had a ton of points. I think after that game, Jerry Sloan said we let Carmelo play with his tuxedo on, which meant to us that you better come out and get physical. And they did. They came out with physical defenders. They took a lot of charges. They moved the ball. Besides Williams having a great series, they had many guys contribute like Millsap and Korver who come off the bench, and that provided them the opportunity to win.
So Millsap and Boozer were like second and third in field goal percentage and first down. Is it just key to keep them out of the paint and eliminate the easy ones and try to make them shooting a little more?
Well, that's all about their team movement, their ability to hit guys and move in the open floor. Williams getting the ball to guys that are open in situations. Corbin coming off picks by Millsap and dropping the ball off to him, quick slips of the dick, and really doing a lot of nice things offensively.
How much you like Darren Williams' game?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Is he the best point guard out there?
I'm not going to answer that question either. There are a lot of great point guards in this game. And he's one of the elite guards, no doubt.